I'd watched season 1 of I Am Staying on a Million Lives because I was planning on watching season 2. After watching season 1 though, I was like, why am I watching this? This anime is not as good, this is not as interesting, this is not as entertaining as I previously wanted it to be. I was hoping for a lot more action, a lot more fighting, a lot better story. Like, yeah, the story's good, but it's just not what I was expecting. I had wanted to see more. After watching episode 1, I was like, okay, I'm intrigued. Let's see where this goes. And as the series went on, I was just like, this is not getting much better. It's more or less the same thing. There's introducing new characters. There's not much fighting going on. It was just them traveling. And I'm like, okay, the stories that they have going on, what they have to do it's good, but in the end, we all know that they're going to come out alive. Like, they're not going to die this early on because we've already seen their future. We've already seen what happens, because that was one of the questions that the main character asked. He's like, what is going to be the reason that we are playing this game? So we already know the outcome of the series. We just have to figure out the steps to be able to get to that point. And I guess people enjoy watching that, but for me personally, I don't. I want to see something that is more intense, that has more fighting, something like the Ichidan Deities. That anime, really good. The animation, amazing. The fighting, incredible. Or Jujutsu Kaisen, amazing. This was just something that I wasn't expecting. It was kind of like an isekai, or I think they were trying to give it an isekai vibe, but it really wasn't. It was more of a fantasy kind of shonen. It was good. It wasn't great. I was falling asleep during some of the episodes. It was hard for my attention to stay as I got into the later episodes. I was like, I still have 5 episodes left. I don't really want to finish this. I finished it though, just so I can make this video. But after watching it, I'm like, why did I finish that? I wasn't super thrilled. I wasn't intrigued. This was not a win in my book. If you guys enjoyed it and watched it, awesome. But for me, I was just like, I didn't want this. And that's why I was like, really, even at the end of season 1, they had already confirmed season 2. And it's just, how are they able to do this with some animes? It's just like, it wasn't that good. Maybe some people absolutely loved it, even though my anime list only gives it a 6.46 and it's ranked 6,265 at the time of this recording. Just like, how can that get a season 2 when other animes that are way better, higher ranked than this, don't get a season 2 at the time of finishing season 1? It didn't make sense to me. But the concept of this anime is interesting. It's cool how they level up. It's cool how they are in this virtual reality, or so they think so. And it's an interesting concept, to say the least. But it's not something that I would recommend. So I wouldn't even waste your time watching season 1. It's for some people. It's just, it wasn't for me. Some people might love this. Some people might hate it. There's a few episodes too within this where I'm like, why is this happening right now? Why do we have this intro? I thought I was watching a completely different anime at the time. I'm like, did I click on the wrong thing? Like, I would go back and it's just like, nope, this is still I'm Staying on a Million Lives. And I was like, okay, all right, whatever you say. The benefit though of this, just gonna give you guys a little twist, is the character, he does value other people's lives that are better than him. He does think that all lives are equal though, and it's kind of a good view to have if you are struggling or if you're just wondering what to do. Every life has value regardless of who the person is, so you might as well treat that person with the utmost respect to be able to make sure that they can do what they were meant to do. Protect them from things that they need protecting. Make sure that you go beyond your limits of what you think is possible, because in the end, you can do way more than you thought you were capable. And if that's the case, you might as well try. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Push those buttons, the like, the subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.
Nowadays, nothing really excites me. Only one of me and nobody's like me. Phone ringing and I tell him it's ice. I got wifey on bling and she ice. Freeze. Photo.